Good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. I'm here with Annette this morning. It's the two of us. We decided that we would do a class together. So if you're enjoying this recording, welcome. And let's begin. Where shall we begin? I guess begin at the beginning, which is kind of a ridiculous thing to say. Let's start in seated. Sometimes find when it's warm outside that my brain gets a little bit confused. But I am here and you are, oh, it looks a little dark to me. Let me just turn on a little light. Hang on. Yes. Fantastic. So coming into a comfortable seated position. This posture is called Sukhasana, easy pose. Sukha meaning easy and asana meaning pose. And the opposite of sukha is dukkha. Dukkha means suffering. So just notice if the shape that you're taking is causing you any suffering. And could you move a little more into ease, if that's possible? And beginning this time together with a few, they're called psychological sighs. And it's where you take 2 sips in through the nose. And then as you breathe out, you do so through the mouth. And it's very, very slow. So let's do 3 of those. So taking 2 sips in through the nose, opening the mouth and out. 2 sips in and out. Last one. Now close your mouth. Noticing any residual effects of that little breath piece. Taking note of where you're starting from this morning. Checking in with all your bodies, your physical body, breath body, energy body, mind body, and then the realm of the spirit, whatever that means for you. Each body has an effect on the next. It's always influencing going on. And I also forgot the emotional body. It's like imagining yourself as a set of nesting Russian dolls. This morning, let's set an intention for our time together. It could be a word, something you'd like to experience. Maybe it's something you'd like to let go of, something you'd like to call in. It's taking a moment. maybe you'd like to dedicate your practice to somebody. Now let your eyes float open. Lean back, bring your hands behind you, extend your legs. It's a little bit of space between the legs. Lean back into your hands and start to move and become aware of the top of the thighs, right where the big femur bone, the bone at the top of the legs, moves within the hip socket. Just gently rolling in and rolling out. Internal and external rotation. Now, if you don't need to use your hands, if you're comfortable, you could do it without your hands. Check in with your back. Maybe it's a bit more challenging, and that's a good thing this morning. And then we're going to change the leg position for this. You're going to bend your knees, and you're going to press your feet into your mat. You're going to walk your feet up, and you're going to bring your knees together, and then you're going to let them come out and roll to the outside of your feet. You're going to bring the knees towards each other, and then roll to the outside of your feet. Bring the knees, and then roll. So you're moving, flowing into the hips. This is called a dynamic stretch. So we're not holding, there's a movement. We've been doing a couple of these in class lately. I know some of you quite enjoy them. And then in, hands can come behind you if you want to have support, that's fine. Do it a few more times. Good, send the legs forward and give them a little shake. It may have been a little fatiguing if you've not done that one before. Bend your knees. Bring your hands in behind the back of the knees. Walk the heels towards the hips. Lean back and balance. And as you're taking this first level, draw the belly in. Send the heart forward. Drop the shoulders down. Tuck the chin in just a little bit. And this may be enough. I know this is enough for me this morning. But if you would like to, you can let your hands move out and away from the body. I just know for me it's going to be too much. And as soon as you do that, we always want to check in with the low back first. Have the low back respond to that movement of bringing the arms out if you're doing that. Always remembering less is more. And now from here, cross your ankles and take your right hand around your left baby toe and your left hand around your right baby, toe. And then bring the feet into flexion at the ankle and then lift up and hold, draw the belly in. Or you can bring your hands around your knees and cross your ankles, right? So if you can't reach your little baby toes, that's okay. Take your hands around your knees. Again, we're activating the core again. And then lowering the feet down. Put your feet flat on the ground. Bring your arms forward or bring your hands in behind your knees, depending on how strong you're feeling in your low back and your core. We're going to exhale, roll down, not to the floor. And then you're going to inhale, lift up, and send the heart forward. Or you can roll down with your arms forward, tuck the chin, and then inhale, lift up. And breathe and reach forward. I got the breath wrong. It's actually inhale back. Exhale. Can you keep your toes on the ground? Can you keep your toes down? Keep your toes down. And then breathing out. So we're just starting with a little activation into the core, into the hips. Support us as we move through practice. Let's do 2 more of those. So your hands can be behind the knees. Maybe you're tired now. Inhale. Do 1 more. And breathing out. Bring the heels in, wrap the arms around your shins, tuck your chin in, let the belly be soft, open through the back body, let your head fall forward, and take some breaths in. And gently inhale, gaze forward. Roll over so that you can come onto your hands and knees. And then stepping your right foot forward. Bring your knee right over your right ankle. Tuck your back toes and send them back. And instead of doing a holding hip flexor, we're going to do another dynamic stretch. So you're going to inhale, shift your front hip flexor forward, your left, and then you're going to exhale, come back and lift the toes up and you're on your right heel. Come forward, move into the front of the left hip flexor, come back, and then forward again. So we're moving from front of the mat towards the back of the mat. Something underneath your left knee. I'm on my fingertips, so you might want to try that. You don't need to go too far back here, right? You can feel a little hamstring activation as well. We'll do it one more time. And then coming back and bring your right foot back with you. Bring your left foot forward. Tuck your right toes. Left knee stays over the left ankle. When you're ready, you're going to exhale, right hip comes towards the ground, and then shift your weight back and come onto your left heel, toes come up. Shifting forward and moving back. So this is not a fast, quick movement. It is very dynamic, and it is controlled, and it is guided by the breath. Do one more. Good. And then as you exhale back, you're going to send your left foot back. Tuck your toes, put your hands flat on the ground, let your hips rise up, move into down dog. And then just noticing if that beginning piece made any difference in your first down dog. And maybe perhaps what you regularly experience. Now inhale, gaze forward. Walk or take a big step towards the top of your mat. Walk your feet out towards the edge of your mat with your toes slightly turned out. Bring your forearms up on top of your thighs. So we're going to come into some squat work now. So this will be the exhale, and then inhale. You can come all the way up to standing. Okay, so if you're having knee issues, you're going to exhale. You're going to let your forearms rest on your thighs. Push through the soles of your feet. Inhale and rise up. Exhale, come down. Inhale, lift up. Now, if you'd like to, you can bring your arms forward. Exhale, come down. Inhale, push up. Exhale, come down. Push up. So what angle will your knees feel safe to come into? Retracting the knees forward. Feel the surface of the right and the left foot here. So feel a balance between the front of the foot, ball of the foot, toes, maybe even focus on the middle toe, middle of the foot. Do that one more time. Squat down. Push up, stay up, lower your arms, walk your feet towards each other, comfortable distance, arms up, and then breathe down. Lift up halfway. Hands come down, stepping back, left foot, right foot, big toes touching. And then when you're ready, soften the hips down, coming into the shape of plank. Take note of the position of the back of your neck. Try not to lock out your elbows. Feel the pads of the fingers, all 10 toes. And then breathing as you inhale, lift the hips up. Walk the toes forward. Settle the heels, whatever that means. Adjust the hands. Remembering there's no set way that you should do your down dog. It's what the down dog, your down dog, needs to be today.
So maybe today your heels need to be a little bit higher because your hamstrings are tight. Or maybe your hamstrings are really juicy and your heels come down a little closer to the ground. Be open to happy surprises. Inhale, gaze forward, roll up onto your toes. Step forward left this time, or walk. Take a bow, send the breath out. And then feel the breath washing through the body. Legs, hips, torso, shoulders, arms, fingertips, as they come down beside the body. Nice. So standing, we're going to do a moving hip piece now. You stand on whatever leg you want to stand on. There we go. And then you're going to bring the other knee up and place your hands on your hips. When you're ready, you're going to take your knee forward towards the other side or down toward the other side and then lift up, around and down. And so we're creating some figure eights. So again, this is one of those dynamic moves. Moving into the hips. Hippa. Down. Just accepting any wobbliness. It's just that. That's all it is. Doesn't mean anything. It just means there's a little bit of unbalance. Good. We'll do two more. One. There we go. And two. Bring the foot down. Just take a little shake through the legs. And when you're ready, set your weight into the other foot, other knee. The knee comes over and down, up and around, and then down on the other side. Bring the figure eights. Always remembering you have your range of motion. So maybe your eights are really tiny. Maybe they're small little eights. Maybe they're medium. And maybe they're big. Just imagine your Goldilocks. It's just right. Two more. Nice. Knee up and foot comes down. And then we shake it out again. Good. Standing top of mat. Breathe in all the way up. Wait for it. And then take the breath down, folding, bowing. And we're going to come back up again. Inhale around beside the body, lifting up. Feel the breath rising up. And then release and all the way down again. Inhale. Exhale. Stay down. Send your left foot back behind you, toes pointing alongside, nice bend in the right knee. Windmill the left arm forward, up, and then bring the right arm forward, send the left arm back. Settle into your feet for a moment. We're going to come into warrior eagle this morning. Face forward, bring your arms together, right arm over left, reach, stack your elbows. Wrap your fingers around, go looking for your shoulder blades. Take a moment, enjoy that connection. Stack your elbows, or back of hands, or bring the right hand around to touch, to make connection with the left hand. Thumbs pointing up, fingers pointing up. Fingers are relaxed. There's a little bit of resistance between the palm of the left hand and the pad of the right thumb. It's just allowing some support for the arms to stay where they are, but there's no tension or dukkha, suffering. Always remember, we don't want to create dukkha in our practice. We want to create sukha, ease. And then as you inhale, slowly unwind the arms. Inhale. As you exhale, send the hands down beside the right foot. Turn the left toes forward, bend the left knee, push off, step forward. Breathing up. Inhale, rise up all the way. And then out we go, all the way down. halfway lift. Fingertips down, right foot now comes back. Nice bend in the left knee, windmill the right arm up, reaching, left arm comes up, right arm comes back. Settle into your feet. Torso facing forward. And then when you're ready, bring the arms towards each other, left over right. Hands come around, walk your fingers. Take a moment, connect, enjoy. And then if you like, you can stack your elbows, hands to the back, or bring the left hand around. So again, it's a little tension between resistance, good resistance, between the palm of the right hand and the pad of the left thumb. But again, watch for that dukkha. Remember your intention, call it back in. And then release the arms slowly. Inhale. Pivot the body, so you're bringing your hands down beside the left foot. Bend the right knee, push off, step up to the top. Take your breath out. Wait for it. Inhale. There's no need to rush the breath. Exhale, flow down. Inhale all the way up, not all the way, halfway, pardon me. Bring your hands down, do one more plank. Toes come back together. When you're ready on the breath out, drop the body into plank. Let your heels reach back, so they're quite active. Let your crown reach forward, check in with the position of the back of the neck. Strong arms, open heart, active back. Tap down onto your knees, untuck your toes, shift your hips back, roll over so that you're on your bottom and the soles of your feet. And we move down so that we can connect with the earth. Bring your knees in, hands around the shins. Draw the thighs in towards the rib cage and pause here and breathe. Take a moment to move your head side to side. Good. And then let your gaze go up to your ceiling. Extend your legs up towards the sky or the ceiling. You can imagine the sky. Bring your arms up, palms facing. As you inhale, reach the fingers up and let the right shoulder blade float up off the ground as your head rolls to the left. And then as you exhale, lower the shoulder blade down. Feel the heaviness through the arm and the hand, fingers. Lift up and lengthen, reach through the left, let your head roll to the right, reach, 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 reach. Lower the shoulder, let the arm and the fingers be heavy, let the legs be light. Take a moment to imagine, sense yourself floating. Bend your knees a little bit more if you need to. And then you lower the heels, hands come to shins. Send your right foot to the ground. And then your left foot. You're going to extend and lengthen your right leg. Lift your hips up and shift them to the left. Bring your left knee in. Left arm comes out to the side, palm up. Right hand guides the left knee over to the right. Now, if your left foot is floating in the air, you can bring your left foot to rest on the inside of your right leg. Or perhaps you can feel a connection with the inside of the left foot on the ground. Can you keep your left shoulder blade on the ground? Imagine there's a little weight tied to the shoulder blades, encouraging the shoulder blade to release down. And always remember, if this posture, if you are better served doing our regular twist, then that's the one you'll do. And then gently bring the left leg up, left foot on the ground. And then your right knee, the hips need to come back to center now. Extend the left leg, lift the hips, shift right, right arm out, left hand behind the right leg as it guides the right leg over the left. And then feel into the back of the right shoulder blade, that little weight. Oh, there goes my back. A chiropractic adjustment, which is always a delight. And then bring your right leg back up. Right foot, bend the left knee, bring your hips back to center, and then extend your legs towards the top of your mat. And we'll take the last little bit of time to rest, to integrate.
And now send your awareness out to the edges of your body where your skin touches your clothing, where your skin is in contact with the air, sensing into the outline of your physical body. And then extend your awareness a little bit out from your physical body. It's the space beside the body, above the head, below the feet, beneath the body, and above the body. And see if you can cultivate a feeling of floating, lightness in the body. And feel yourself floating within the space around the body. It's almost like the space is holding you. And notice the sensation within the body when you invite in a sense of floating. Maybe imagine yourself as a feather and feel yourself as light as a feather. The feather is floating in the air, moving with the wind. Sometimes dropping down, sometimes lifting up. And the wind is your breath. Feel your body as the feather and your wind, or your breath as the wind, the breeze. The whole being is light as a feather, floating effortlessly, easefully, soft breeze of your breath. Allow this lightness to seep into all the areas within you that are tight, crunchy, perhaps even a little painful. Feel that lightness permeating around the body, in the body. You are as light as a feather. And now imagine yourself as a feather, slowly floating down, down, gently touching the earth. Feel the earth beneath your body, that solidity. Still maintaining a sense of lightness. And then when you're ready, allow yourself to do some gentle and mindful moving. Maybe even maintaining this lightness, holding this within you. A sense of ease and grace. Doing whatever it is you need to do to reconnect with your physical body. Notice how you feel after practice. And then when you feel ready, coming up to seated. You bring your hands to heart center. Close your eyes. Need you a little inspiration for this morning. If your dreams don't scare you, they're not big enough. Ooh, that one scared me. Thank you for your presence this morning. I'll see you tomorrow morning, which is our last class for the summer. Weird to say that. And I hope you have a magical day filled with happy surprises. Thank you.